when under severe hardship, you may feel, as did Paul, that you are in or at least very near the lion's mouth. 2 Timothy 4:17. These are times when trust in God is most challenging and most essential. In the book of 2 Timothy, the Apostle Paul is writing to Timothy, his protege and fellow Christian, as he nears the end of his life. Paul is imprisoned and facing persecution for his faith, and he writes to encourage Timothy and to impart his wisdom and guidance. In 2 Timothy 4:17, Paul is reflecting on his experiences as a missionary and evangelist, and he mentions that the Lord stood by him and gave him strength as he proclaimed the message of the gospel. The phrase "the Lord stood by me" suggests that God was present with Paul and offered him support and encouragement as he faced challenges and dangers. It could be interpreted as a metaphor for God's presence and protection, or it could be taken more literally to suggest that God was with Paul in a more tangible way. Either way, the phrase implies that God was a constant source of strength and support for Paul as he carried out his ministry. The phrase "gave me strength" suggests that God provided Paul with the physical, emotional, and spiritual resources he needed to persevere through difficult circumstances. It could refer to God's protection and guidance, or it could refer to more tangible forms of support, such as strength of body or mind. Either way, the phrase implies that God was an active and powerful force in Paul's life, and that he helped him to overcome challenges and obstacles. He saw himself as a messenger and advocate for the message of Jesus, and he believed that it was his calling to proclaim this message to the world. The phrase "so I was rescued from the lion's mouth" suggests that Paul faced serious dangers or threats as he carried out his ministry. Finally, the phrase "lion's mouth" could be a metaphor for a dangerous or life-threatening situation, such as imprisonment or persecution. It could also be taken more literally to suggest that Paul was literally attacked by a lion at some point. Either way, the phrase implies that Paul faced significant challenges and dangers as he carried out his ministry, and that he was rescued or delivered from these dangers by the power of God. Imagine that you are a firefighter, working to rescue people from a burning building. You are wearing heavy gear and carrying a hose, and you are struggling to see through the thick smoke and flames. Just as you are about to give up, you hear a voice calling out to you from above. Looking up, you see a bright light shining down upon you. The light tells you not to worry, and that it will guide you to safety. It says that it will stand by you and give you strength, and that it will show you the way out of the building. Trusting in the light's guidance, you follow it as it leads you through the smoke and flames, showing you the way to the door. As you follow the light, you begin to see the clear sky and fresh air in the distance, and you start to feel a sense of hope and optimism rising within you. You realize that the light has been watching over you the entire time, and that it has been guiding you towards safety and freedom. In this parable, the light represents God, who is always watching over us and ready to guide and instruct us in the way we should go. Just as the light offered guidance and support to the firefighter in the burning building, God is always willing to stand by us and give us strength, and to watch over us with his eye upon us as we navigate the challenges and dangers of life. This is the message of the verse, and it is a reminder that God is always there to support and guide us, even when we might feel lost or alone. Overall, this verse can be seen as a testament to the power of faith and the presence of God in times of trouble. It suggests that even when we face challenges or dangers, God is with us and will give us the strength and courage we need to overcome them. It can be a source of encouragement and inspiration for anyone who is facing difficult circumstances, and can serve as a reminder that God is always there to support and guide us through even the toughest of times.